So, custom dictates, they always, custom dictates that you read from the book that they're trying to hustle you. Always a strange thing. So, and unfortunately we have people reading dinner. I feel bad because there's like lots of curses. So, I know, diners, forgive us. The artist will now curse, So, and the other problem why the closest we come to an artist is like Clint Eastwood on meth. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be like, I'm certainly more progressive than either party. I am no Democrat and I'm not a Republican. What I care about politically, we're not allowed to vote for. But let me tell you something. If I ever saw anything that lost the goddamn election, it was that crazy chair conversation. I don't give a damn. You could be the hardest core Republican. Come on. Come on. For real, you could be a Republican who owns slaves and you're still like, damn. Like, that wasn't cute. Yeah. So, I still, for those of you who actually saw it live, yeah, it was one of those moments. So, I will read a very small story, yeah, and we'll take it from there. All right? And again, thank you so much for being here. It is brick cold. And I see, guys, crush them in. Yeah. For real, your man is suffering, bring him in. The story called Alma, yeah? A couple pages, bear with me. Alma, you, Junior, have a girlfriend named Alma, who has a long, tender horse neck and a big Dominican ass that seems to exist in a fourth dimension beyond jeans. An ass that could drag the moon out of orbit. An ass she never liked before she met you. Ain't a day that passes that you don't want to press your face against that ass or bite the delicate sliding tendons of her neck. You love how Alma shivers when you bite her, how she fights you with those arms that are so skinny they belong on an after-school special. Alma is a Mason Gross student, one of those Sonic Youth comic book reading alternatinas without whom you might never have lost your virginity. She grew up in Hoboken, part of a Latino community that got its heart burnt out in the 80s. She spent nearly every one of her teenage days on the Lower East Side, thought that would always be home, but then both NYU and Columbia rejected her, and she ended up farther from the city than before. Alma is in a painting phase, and the people she paints are all the color of mold, look like they have been dredged up from the bottom of a lake. Her last painting was of you, slouching against the front door, only your frowning, I had a shitty third world childhood and all I got was this lousy attitude, eyes recognizable. She did give you one huge forearm though. I told you I would get the muscles in. The past couple of weeks, now that the warm is here, Alma has abandoned the black, started wearing these nothing dresses made out of what feels like tissue paper, wouldn't take more than a strong wind to undress her. She says she does it for you, and when you see her on the street flaunting, you know exactly what every nigga that walks by is thinking, because you are thinking it too. Alma is slender as a reed, you are a steroid-addicted block. Alma loves driving, you love books. Alma owns a Saturn, you have no points on your license. Alma's nails are too dirty for cooking, your spaghetti con pollo is the best in the land. You are so very different. Alma rolls her eyes every time you turn on the news, says she cannot stand politics. She brags to her girlfriends that you are a radical and a real Dominican, even though on the Platano Index you would not even rank. You brag to your boys that she has more albums than any of them do, and that she says terrible white girl things while you fuck. Alma is more adventurous in bed than any girl that you've ever been with. On your first date, she asked if you wanted to come on her face or her tits. And maybe during boy training you did not get one of the memos because you were like, neither? At least, yes. It is an opposites attract sort of thing. It is a great sex sort of thing. It is a no thinking sort of thing. It is wonderful, wonderful, until one June day, Alma discovers that you are also fucking this freshman girl named Lakshmi. Discovers the fucking of Lakshmi because she, Alma, opens your journal and reads. She waits for you on the front stoop, and when you pull up in her Saturn and notice the journal in her hand, your heart plunges through you like a fat bandit through a hangman's trap. You take your time turning off the car. You are overwhelmed by a pelagic sadness at being caught, at the incontrovertible knowledge that Alma will never forgive you. You stare at her incredible legs, and between them to that even more incredible popola that you have loved so inconstantly these last 2 years. Only when Alma starts walking over in anger do you finally step out. You dance across the lawns, powered by the last fumes of your outrageous sinvergüencería. Hey, muñeca, you say, prevaricating to the end. When she starts to shriek at you, you ask her, darling, whatever is the matter? She calls you a cocksucker, a punk motherfucker, and a fake-ass Dominican. She claims you have a little penis, no penis, and worst of all, that you like curried pussy, which really is unfair, you try to explain, since Lakshmi is from Guyana, but Alma is not listening. Instead of lowering your head and copping to it like a man, you pick up the journal as one might hold a baby's beshattered diaper, as one might pinch a recently benutted condom. You glance at the offending pages, then you look at Alma and smile a smile your dissembling face will remember until the day you die. Baby, you say, baby, this is part of my novel. And this is how you lose her. Thank you.